kababayan. Ayan. Oh. Sana meron na mag-move para para ibakantehin ng pwesto ng speaker, no? Para at least kung saan man ano man mangyari diyan sa mga susunod na kaganapan diyan, yung pagdinig sa mga flood control issue yung tipong matalakay na talaga ng puspusan. Yung tipong yung whitewash ika nga ni Attorney Vic Rodriguez Nagkakaroon ng cover up di ba? Dito sana sa bagong pamunan ng House of Representatives dito yung mga dokumento, kagaya ng mga dokumento sa small committee, yung mga napag-usapan sa BICAM, mga napag-usapan nitong si Zaldico at nitong si Itzela Kimbo, sana maibigay sa sambayan ng Pilipino, mailabas sa mga pagdinig na magaganap. Kasi pagka napalitan ho yan, automatic ho yun Pati yung mga chairmanship ng mga komite, kailangan hindi natin alam, pagka-retain yung mga kasalukuyang chairperson ng mga komite, napakalaki yung kabalintunan yan. Ibig sabihin, naglokohan na naman ho tayo, di ba? Kasi ba't pa tayo magpapalit ng speaker, gayong hindi rin nang pala natin papalitan yung mga chairperson ng mga komite, di ba? Tayo natin, ayan na. Mag-uumpisa na. Wala, ayan. Pagka linagay na ho yung, yung pamalo na yan, yan yung hudyat na magkakaroon na talaga ng, mabuti-buting development ngayon. Siguro napipressure na rin itong si Romualdez, so sobrang nai-stress na siya. Kasi mayat maya yung banggit sa pangalan nilang dalawa nitong si Zaldico. Ayun pinokpok yung yung martilyo. Ano nangyari? Ano nangyari doon? Pagka-resume, suspended kagad.
Session resume. Session suspended.
Ano yan, madam? Lokohan? Session resume, tapos resume suspended. Ano kayo, mga siraulo? Tinatanong ko ano yan? Session resume. Pagpukpok mo, session suspended. Ulitin natin. Ito, lokohan. Lights, camera. Action,
Session resume. Session suspended.
Ano yun? Para saan
Session
yun?
resume. Session suspended.
Ano yung parang tanga lang, ganun? Session resume, tapos session suspended? Walang yung pinagod nyo lang si kuya. Walang nga talaga itong mga to. Session resume, tapos session suspended. Forward natin. Mga walang yung to, pinagluloko nyo sa buhay ng Pilipino, daming nag-aabang. Ito, lipat na. Ito, game. Totoo na. Game na.
Session resume. Majority Leader.
Madam
Wag
Speaker,
mo
I move that
isususpend
we
yan,
take up
langya ka.
additional reference of business.
The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of the bills
Excited na ako dito kay
resolutions.
Congressman Kiko Barzaga.
Additional reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 4530, enhancing the medical access of OFWs and their families.
Pamilya
Representative Macapagal Arroyo.
to the Committee on Health.
House Bill 4531, institutionalizing the
abang.
annual grant of the World Teachers' Day incentive benefit for public school teachers by Representatives Gonzales, Christopher Sheen, and Libanan.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
Tuloy natin.
And reporting requirements of the fund utilization and status of program, project implementation of the local government support fund as attested by the respective local chief executives.
To the Committee on Appropriations.
Letters dated September 10, 2025 of the Executive Secretary, Office of the President, Malacanang, transmitting 2 original copies each of Republic Act numbers 12254 to 12265, which were signed by President Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr.
To the Archives. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move that to suspend session until tomorrow, September 17 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Session suspended.
Asan yung palitan? Langyang yan. Lilipat na nga ho tayo mga kababayan. Ano ba yan?
Matter of personal and collective privilege. Outrage. Outrage, Mr. President, over a law that was meant to regulate the construction industry, but has now been twisted into a weapon of abuse, greed, and corruption. Ang tinutukoy ko po ay itong Republic Act number 4566 o ang Contractors License Law. At sa ilalim ng batas na nag-amyenda dito ay ang Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board o PICAB na siyang nagbabantay, nangangasiwa at nagre-regulate sa industriya ng lahat ng konstruksyon sa Pilipinas. Maganda po ang batas na ito, maganda po ang layunin, Ginoong Pangulo. Ngunit may malaki pong problema. Ayon kasi sa nasabing batas, kailangang lahat ng mga miyembro ng PICAB ay may 10 taon o higit pang karanasan sa pangungontrata. Now, Mr. President, I ask you in this chamber, how can contractors regulate themselves? How can we expect impartiality when those who sit in judgment are the very same people who compete for and corner government projects worth billions of pesos? This is not regulation, Mr. President. This is what you call state-sanctioned conflict of interest, and it directly violates Republic Act number 6713 or the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. And true enough, Mr. President, reports are out that some board members, supposedly watchdogs of the industry, have themselves bagged massive flood control projects like Engineer Ernie Bagao, a PICAB board member and owner of the EGB Construction Corporation. This construction company, according to President Marcos, bagged 7.7 billion pesos worth of flood control projects from 2022 to 2025. And these projects are not only tainted with allegations of overpricing and substandard work, but some are outright ghost projects. EGB Construction Corporation reportedly also owns Wow Wow Builders, who is said to be behind several ghost projects in Bulacan, Mr. President. Ang isa pang opisyal ng PICAB na si Engineer Arthur Escalante ay nabanggit din ni Senador Ping Lacson na nakakuha ng malalaking kontrata sa pamahalaan. Tell me, Mr. President, paano magiging patas ang isang board o ahensya kung ang mga miyembro nito, opisyales, ay sumasali at nananalo sa bilyong-bilyong kontrata ng gobyerno, lalo na sa mga flood control projects na ngayon ay nalulubog sa kontrobersiya, anomalya at katiwalian. PICAB is silent because how can they investigate themselves? How can they police their own ranks when the law itself did not explicitly prohibit its officials to stop its construction business? Mr. President, let's stop sugarcoating. This is corruption in broad daylight. Mr. President, this cannot go on. We have to ask ourselves, should contractors still dominate PICAB? Should those who accredit and regulate be the same people who rake in government contracts? Should we impose a total ban on PICAB members and their companies from bidding in public works while in office with a strict cooling-off period after? It is for this reason that I filed Senate Bill number 1373, or an act strengthening the contractor's license law, further amending for the purpose Republic Act number 4566 and for other purposes. Layunin po ng panukalang batas na ito na higpitan ang regulasyon ng mga lisensya ng mga kontratista. Sinisiguro din ito na ang miyembro ng PICAB ay madidiskwalipika kung siya ay may-ari o opisyal ng mga kumpanyang may transaksyon sa pamahalaan. Mr. President, the Filipino people deserve honesty, fairness in public works projects that truly serve their communities. Not this circus where regulators double as beneficiaries, where laws are exploited and where corruption festers under the guise of legality. Ang Republic Act No. 4566 ay naging bulok na batas na ginagamit sa pansariling interes. It was meant to protect the public, Mr. President, but now it is protecting the pockets of the few. Mr. President, it is time to slam the brakes on this racket. No more thieves involved in the creation of our national budget. No more regulations or regulators doubling as profiteers. No more flood control projects that serve as cash cows for the few, while millions of Filipinos ay nalulunod at inaadod ng tubig baha. Enough is enough, Mr. President. We have to take action. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Mr. Chair, Mr.
Majority
President,
Leader.
we move to refer the speech of the gentleman to the Committee on
Public accountability.
Public Accountability and Civil Service, Your Honor, because there is corruption that is being mentioned and malfeasance, misfeasance. So it's usually it's Blue Ribbon Committee first, and then with Civil Service as secondary committee. I so move, Mr. President.
All right, any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
May we recognize, I'm sorry, the good gentleman from Isabela and the Republic of the Philippines wanted to make a manifestation on the topic of Senator Erwin Tulfo. May we also recognize him, Mr. President?
Senator Rafi Tulfo is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to associate myself with the privileged speech of Senator Erwin Tulfo. PCOB is currently at the center of investigations associated with either ghost or substandard government infrastructure projects. As a government institution tasked to strictly monitor licensed contractors, PCOB is in hot water as corruption, including under-the-table dealings, easily favors fly-by-night contractors and discourages honest contractors. PCOB, together with its parent agency, the Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, or SIAP, should be made accountable with this mess. Hindi po sapat ang resignation ng ilang opisyal ng PCOB upang ayusin ang problemang ito. There should be major reforms to improve the licensing and accreditation process. I thank Senator Erwin for filing Senate Bill number 1373 to strengthen the contractor's license law, the law which requires all contractors, subcontractors, and specialty contractors to obtain license from the PCOB. In line with this, Mr. President, is a gentleman from Palawan, Ilocos, and Davao willing to answer a few questions.
Sure, Mr. President.
But before
You may proceed.
because Ilocos, my father is from Ilocos, my mom is from Davao, and he has a residence in Palawan. So, is that correct, Mr. President?
That's true, Mr. President.
Okay, before my question, Mr. President, I just need to make some point here. During the last hearing sa Blue Ribbon, I called the attention of the leadership of PCOB. Nasabi ko dapat yung mga opisyalis na yon ay ma-issuean ng whole departure order, particularly these people. Number one, Dr. Pericles Dakay, Engineer Arthur Escalante, Engineer Ernie Bagao, Attorney Herbert Matienzo, Attorney Marco Matt, and Doris Gacho. Ito po yung mga opisyalis ng PCOB para sa akin ay dapat maimbestigahan at kung kinakailangan ay makasuhan. Bakit kanyo, Mr. President, I found out na prior to May 12, 2022, ang sinisingil na para sa licensing fee ng mga contractor na nag-apply para maging contractor was 100 pesos. Again, 100 pesos. Pero Noong May 12, 2022, naging effective yung RA 11711, amending the Contractors License Law from 100 pesos, ito ay dapat ang sinisingil na ay 5,000 pesos. Pero gayon pa man, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang paniningil nitong mga taga-PCAB ng 100 pesos at sino-short change ang government ng 4,900. Ang tanong, saan na pupunta yung 4,900 pesos kada aplikante ng mga contractor? Kaya nag-issue ang Commission on Audit ng report at sinasabing sila ay short ng 258 million pesos. At nung kinausap ko sa nasabing hearing, ito mga taga-PCAB, ang sinabi nila kasi nag-issue sila ng IRR at pinoward kay Presidente bago raw mai-implement yung 5,000 na singil. And I told them, hindi, kasi wala doon sa procedure, sa provision, na dapat magkaroon ng IRR para makasingil ng 5,000, gawing it effective after may pass yung RA 1171, 711. Ang sabi ng Presidente, kasi yun daw ang sabi ng kanilang mga abogado. So sabi ko, yung mga abogado nila siguro ay kailangan na mag-resign dahil di nila alam kung ano yung pinanggagawa nila. But anyway, Mr. President, my question to Senator Erwin, ano po yung mga salient features ng SBN 1373?
Marami po, Sen. Rafi, Mr. President, ang meron itong Republic Act, or not Republic Act, but SB 1373. Narito po ang ilan dito, ang reorganisasyon po ng PCAB na ang kanilang mga miyembro na 5, chairman plus 4 po na miyembro, ay dapat po mga representante mula sa DPWH, Securities and Exchange Commission, at contracting industry at saka academe or civil society. At alisin na po yung mga kontratista na mga nakaupo po doon. Isa pa po, mas stricto na qualification para sa mga miyembro. Dapat po ang miyembro nito ay natural-born Filipino, residente po ng 8 taon dito sa ating bayan, at least 35 years old, na may maganda pong moral character. Disqualification cannot be an owner po, officer or stockholder of a construction company with government transactions. Dapat po wala kung siya po ay may negosyo. If a conflict of interest arises during his tenure, the member must divest interest within 30 days, Mr. President. Isa pa pong feature nito ay ang fixed term of office. Ang chairman at ang mga miyembro ay magsisilbi po ng 3 taon at wala na pong reappointment. Enhanced powers of PCAB. PCAB can now investigate violations motu proprio on its own or upon verified complaints. Ang nangyayari po kasi ngayon, Mr. President, hindi sila nag-iimbestiga dahil paano nila iimbestigahan ang kanilang mga sarili, Mr. President? Ang panghuli po, stronger accountability of contractors. Prescripted period of filing charges extended to 10 years. Yung mga substandard at saka mga ghost projects, dapat po kahit na 10 taon na yan ay pwede pong kasuhan. Renewal after revocation of license may only be reissued upon proof, demonstrable financial and operating capacity, full satisfaction of losses, costs, and compliance with condition of revocation. Yan po ang mga salient features po ng naturang Senate bill. Mr. President.
Mr. President, I'm looking forward na itong PCAB sa susunod na hearing, either Blue Ribbon o sa public accountability, ay mapatawag lalo itong mga opisyalis nila nang sa gayon magsagawa tayo ng malalim na investigasyon hinggil sa mga kalokohan ng mga taong ito. Maraming salamat, Mr. President.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President. Thank you, Senator Rafi.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
May we recognize Senator Marcoleta, Mr. President.
Senator Dante Marcoleta is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. President. Is our colleague, Mr. President, still amenable for a few clarificatory questions by way of interpellation?
Yes, Mr. President.
Mr. President, is our honorable colleague aware of the fact that the 15 contractors identified by the President of the Philippines in his initial report about the anomalous corruption in the flood control projects are not even members of the Philippine Contractors Association?
Mr. President, yung si Attorney Ernie Bagao na mention po na may-ari ng EGB Construction ay isa po doon sa top 15 na ayon po sa listahan ng Pangulo ay nakakuha po ng 7.7 billion pesos. Siya po ay board member ng PICAB, Mr. President.
Mr. President, I think our good colleague didn't get the question. Mr. President, is our colleague aware of the fact that the 15 contractors identified in these anomalous flood control projects are not even members of the Philippine Contractors Association?
We will have to check on that, Mr. President. I don't have the list right now, but I can check it and probably give the copy to the gentleman from Pampanga.
Mr. President, there is no need for that because this representation knows the fact that these 15 identified contractors are not members of the Philippine Contractors Associations. Why am I asking this question, Mr. President? The Philippine Contractors Association is the primary organization of the most reputable contractors in this country. And I'd like to provide the information that this particular association is singly responsible in the creation of the CIAP. This is the Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines. Before that, Mr. President, the construction is not considered as an industry. It is only a sector. At that time, there was a debate, a national debate, that it is contributory to the gross domestic product of our country. It being a sector, it was not recognized as an industry. But because of the Philippine Contractors Association, it espoused a national consciousness that it is a major industry, one that is constructing the very foundation of our infrastructure. It is the one responsible to our skyline. Kaya ko po sinasabi ito, Mr. President, kailangan marinig din po sila. Hindi naman po kung halimbawa nakakita tayo ng ilang kamatis na bulok na nandun po sa isang tiklis, ay masisiraan na po yung buong figura ng construction industry in this country. Napakarami po ng reputable. Ito po, kaya ko po sinasabi, baka po sa pagbanat natin doon sa 15 lang, kung tutuusin ay nasasadlak pa sila sa isang investigasyon na ongoing ngayon sa Blue Ribbon Committee. Sana itingnan natin po yung mga matitibay na haligi ng construction industry na sila po yung nagtayo, sila ang nanguna kung bakit nagkaroon po ng CIAP, ng Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board sa ilalim po ng Department of Trade and Industry. Kaya ko po sinasabi ito, Mr. President, bago pa po ako naging congressman. Ako po ay nagtrabaho sa isang federasyon ng mga contractors. Ang Philippine Contractors po ay isang matibay na haligi at kasama po sa tinatawag na International Federation of Asian and Western Pacific Contractors Association. Ang ibig po sabihin niyan, tayo po'y bahagi ng isang regional, even a global conglomerate of contractors. Sana po ay matingnan din natin yung paraan kung paano na-develop, kung paano naging bahagi ng ating ekonomiya ang Philippine Construction Accreditation Board sa ilalim ng pamamahala ng Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines na ngayon nga po ay nando na po na bahagi ng ating Department of Trade and Industry. Yun lamang po ang aking gustong sabihin by way of manifestation. Salamat, Senator Erwin, sa pagpapahayag mo ng bahaging ito na maaari nating mapag-usapan in terms of legislation. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Mr. President. Pero I just want to clarify, Mr. President, that my privileged speech was not about the Contractors Association. It was rather centered on a bill that should amend the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, Mr. President, not specifically on the Contractors Association, but rather yung pong batas na ginawa pa noong Hunyo 19, 1965, lumang-luma na po at parang hindi na po siya applicable to this day, Mr. President. So yun po yung nais ko pa lamang pong sabihin sa aking pong privileged speech. Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we'd like to thank the good gentleman for his privileged speech. And I'd like to reiterate that